And my name is Jenna, and I've been using oils for 6 years. And I'm a once business owner, now stay-at-home mom. I have 2 baby boys. And truth be told, when we got started with essential oils, I think it was my husband that fell in love with them first. He is a little bit of a germaphobe, so he really loved On Guard everything, and he was going through it faster than I knew what he was doing with it. And I was definitely into them too, of course, but I was into more of like the emotional side of things, like emotional support, sleep, stress, calming. So I loved balance and serenity and copaiba, frankincense, things like that. But as time went on, I kept dabbling in them and using them for more and more things that would come up and things like that. And they just worked. They worked awesome. So that was really cool. But it wasn't really until I was pregnant with our second son that I feel like our real oil journey began. I had just sold my business. I was at home in full nesting mode. And I was doing like my little organizing, you know, doing the house and getting ready for baby number 2. And anyone that knows me knows that I kind of have a little bit of an obsession or passion for truth and research, and I just crave information and that kind of thing. So I'm at home with nothing to do. So I was kind of falling into the rabbit hole a little bit, and I happened upon some information, some research about artificial food dyes. Things, you know, the very common ones like red 40, yellow 6, blue 1, things like that. And I didn't know how detrimental they were to us, especially to small children. And I didn't know how often they were really used. I had never really paid attention to it. So they cause things like hyperactivity, various types of cancer, chromosomal damage, you know, tumors of different kinds, thyroid, kidney, asthma, and a lot of allergies. And it kind of rang true to me that those are kind of all things that are really heavy in our society right now. So that kind of triggered me a little bit. So my husband and I have been buying organic for a while and mostly staying away from like artificial fragrances and artificial sweeteners, which I knew about. But I knew that I had some cupboards to go through still. I knew that there was still some areas I needed to clean up. So with this time, I kind of started to do that. And I'll spare you some of the nasty things that I was alarmed that I found. And I'll skip right to the thing that actually really broke me was my prenatals. So I had got my prenatals, not just like over the counter, but my doctor had actually prescribed them to me. And I actually like looked through all of our cupboard, and I didn't even look at those because they were doctor prescribed. Those were different, you know, those I wouldn't need to, I wasn't going to find anything bad in those, you know? So I went through everything else and I was putting everything away, and I kind of just for the heck of it, you know, looked at them, and they had red 40 in them. And the pill was red. So, I mean, I don't know why I wasn't putting 2 and 2 together. Like, why is it red? What is the red? You know, they had red 40 in them. And I literally broke down. I started crying. I called my husband. I called my mom. I called all my peeps. And I was so livid, beyond livid, that somebody like needed to die. And I wasn't sure who was responsible, but like it was bad. I was very upset. Like hormones aside, I was very legitimate upset. So my doctor, who I loved, and well, still love, it didn't kill her. She delivered both my babies, and we had an appointment like right around the corner. So we went in and I talked to her and I brought them in and I said, like, they have red 40 in them. And she had nothing to say to me, literally nothing to say to me. She like shrugged her shoulders and was like, you know, this is what the drug reps bring into us. So this is what I gave you. And I was literally, that was such an eye-opening experience for me, because I was just really shocked and alarmed that like, you don't even know what you're giving me. And I hope that this was like, that this isn't like across the board how things are done. But we left that appointment with an awakening, or I don't know what you would call it, but we knew that we felt like we were kind of on our own at that point. Like, if you can't even trust your doctor to give you something that's safe for your baby, this is so detrimental to kids, and I've been feeding it to my baby in utero and taking it for years because I had taken it since my first son and just continued. So this led me to teaching this class to you right now. No, fast forward a long ways. But long story short, I went to work on my mission to find the best vitamins made from whole foods, nothing synthetic, nothing artificial. And I came full circle, much to my surprise, actually, back to doTERRA, the oil company that I had been using all along for years. Come to find out, their LLV, they call it, their Lifelong Vitality Pack, is their #1 seller. And I had no idea. And, you know, there's like a criteria for what you're supposed to have when you're pregnant. And I looked at it, and it was like beyond that. And I was like, wow, you know, because they're not prenatals, but they're like way beyond awesome prenatals. So I took a chance on them. I had the best pregnancy ever. After I delivered my baby, I not only bounced back, but I always say like I didn't even bounce at all because I just felt so fantastic, which was just weird. I mean, you don't feel fantastic after you have a baby. Like, you just don't. And I started my doTERRA journey as a business like a couple of weeks after, because I just now have to share this information, have to share doTERRA, and I have to share this other stuff too that I feel almost like is being hidden from us. I don't know. So this is now my passion, and I get to share it all with you guys. And so I'm very excited that you're all on here tonight, and let's dive in. So I do like to mention though, like everyone that crosses paths with me, I tell them that 2 of the main documentaries that I watched that kind of led me down this path, if you're interested, are Stink on Netflix and Secret Ingredients on Prime. It's $5, but it's just very worth it. So I want to talk a little bit about like what are essential oils. Okay, perfect, Janette. Thank you. She put it in the chat if you guys want to screenshot it or anything. So what are essential oils? Like, what are they and where do they come from? They're aromatic compounds, and they're extracted from plants. They're either steam distilled or cold pressed, and they're from plants, trees, bark, flowers, the rind of a citrus, like the rind of a lemon, things like that. And their purpose is for the medicinal use of man. Plant medicine works synergistically with our body, and our bodies know what to do with them. They support the body in dealing with physical, emotional, chemical stressors, which we all have no matter how healthy we are, right? And they are nature's most powerful compounds and the most versatile remedies in the world. So that is what they are. And some reasons why we would want to choose essential oils are the US is the richest country, right? And we are also known as the sickest country. We as a society are very reactive versus proactive. There's not a whole lot of commercials promoting true wellness, right? Only drugs. So we are very prescription dependent. We have the most prescribed drugs in the world. We have a $6.5 trillion healthcare industry, and we're not healthy. We're not healthy people. There's a huge disconnect between healthcare and wellness. We live in a toxic world with a huge toxic load. If you just run down your day of what you're using from the moment you get up and start to get ready and, you know, body wash and then lotion and our makeup for us women and go all through the day, you know, and in our cars, the little hangy trees and just all the stuff, the Febreze, the air fresheners, the plugins, the cleaning products, especially right now with everything going on. I mean, the toxic load has gone way up in our homes just from all these disinfectants, which are really so toxic. So it's important that we do what we can control, or we control what we are in control of, however that sentence is supposed to go, which we can start by, you know, our self-care products, our cleaning products, our food, our medicine cabinet, vitamins, things like that. And that's where my job comes in. I work to mentor and educate on empowering tools to support preventative wellness. And so I invite all of you to kind of take a moment and think about your top 3 ailments. If you have more than that come to mind, that's totally fine. Write them down or jot them down in your little notepad on your phone, or better yet, if you're comfortable, text them to the person that invited you on this call. If you're really brave, you can put them in the chat here, but be really thinking about your top ailments. And this was kind of tricky for me. Years ago, now that I think of it, I had so many ailments, but if you had asked me at that time, I wouldn't have recognized them as ailments because I was just so used to them. I mean, I got headaches every day, but if you asked me, did I suffer from headaches? I probably would have said no. I was addicted to Excedrin migraine. I had 2 bottles in every corner of my life. And that wasn't good. But at the time, I didn't see anything wrong with it, and what a huge toxic burden I was putting on my body. So a really good thing is to take inventory on what do you deal with in a day or in a week or in a month, and kind of just start to realize those and get them written down. And so from here, I'm going to hand it over to Sahara, and she is going to tell us about the 3 coolest things about essential oils. Let's see, I'll unmute you. There, now you're unmuted.
I'm unmuted.
Thank you, Sahara.
Hello and welcome. So 3 cool things about essential oils. The first cool thing about doTERRA essential oils is that they are 100% natural and safe. I mean, there's nothing added to the oil or taken away from it. They're simply pure essential oils with no side effects and no addictions. They're safe for babies, for children, adults, for the elderly, and even pets. Yes, your pets can actually use essential oils. Oils are basically extracts from plants that are amazing, that have amazing health benefits. Pure oil is actually about 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. For example, 1 drop of peppermint oil is equivalent to 28 cups of tea. So that's really potent, right? So what I love about these oils is the CPTG standard, which stands for Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade. This grading means the oils are completely pure and potent. Now, pure means that there are no foreign contaminants or fillers, and potent means that each plant was grown in the part of the world where that particular plant grows best, resulting in absolute best chemistry for that plant. Now, when you have that ideal chemistry, the essential oil that's extracted does exactly what we want it to do for our health benefits and for our bodies. Now, the second cool thing about essential oils is that they are more effective than modern approaches to our common health problems. Our body is made up of millions of cells, and these cells have these oily membranes. The cell membrane actually protects and keeps the good things in and the bad things out. So the 2 main things that are harmful to our cells are bacteria and viruses. Now, bacteria usually forms on the outside of the cell, and the viruses duplicate the DNA on the inside of the cell. So most modern medical recommendations for cold and flu are typically water-based synthetic agents, and they frequently don't work well, or they have side effects and addictions, because we all know that oil and water don't mix, right? So if the recommended prescription from your doctor is water-based, then it will only have a harder time penetrating through that oily membrane and stopping the duplication of the virus. So essential oils are just the opposite. They're oil-based, so which means that they permeate through the cell membrane, and that's why essential oils are more effective than the modern approach to health problems because they just coincide with our bodies. They naturally react well to our human bodies. Now, the third cool thing about essential oils is that they are cheaper than the traditional medical care. Now, your typical copay at the doctor is, you know, anywhere from $20 to $50. And then, you know, you have the medicine that you have to buy. And of course, that can vary in price. But when someone in my family has an earache, we rub tea tree oil, which is also called melaleuca, and lavender oil, and either rub it on your ear or put a drop or two on a cotton ball and then put them in your ear before bedtime. And when you wake up, the earache is gone. And that just that, you know, one little cotton ball is about 64 cents. Now, whether it costs you $20 copay or more, you know, along with the cost of the prescription, or maybe it costs you nothing because you know, you have really great health insurance, or maybe you live in Canada where healthcare is free, which is amazing. But essential oils are still less expensive than the gas you will pay to go to your doctor's office. Now, that also does not include the time that you have to take off, you know, half a day for work, or, you know, you have to request time in advance to take off, or, you know, the various emergencies that you have, and think about that per child. So we save hundreds of dollars a year in medical costs because of these pure, potent essential oils. You can't afford not to use natural solutions such as essential oils. That's why these oils are cheaper than traditional medical care. So again, the three cool things are essential oils are safer, they're cheaper, and they're more effective than modern day medicine.
Very nice, Sahara. I love it. Next, we are going to have Janette, and she's going to talk a little bit about why doTERRA specifically, and then the 3 ways to use essential oils.
Hey, so, you know, as we're living our lives and the chances that we get to go to the store, go out, you're probably going to see a lot of different like essential oils on the shelf, but essential oils are not all created equal. And that's something that you really need to keep in mind when you're thinking about using some of these types of products in your home, for your kids, for you, you know, for everybody in your family. So the thing about doTERRA is that, like Sahara said, they are CPTG, which means that they're certified pure therapeutic grade. Can't talk tonight. So they go through pretty rigorous testing to make sure that the quality of the oils is 100% pure and effective. So that way, when you're using it, you're getting the most effectiveness for your body. So the thing about doTERRA is that the plants, they're substantially harvested, like Sahara said too, in their natural habitats, or where they're most indigenous. And they do that because that's where the plant grows best. That's where it's going to thrive. It's not going to, I can't grow lavender. I can grow lavender in my backyard, but it's not going to be as effective as if it's grown in France, where it's the most indigenous. You know, doTERRA does a lot of testing, and it is third-party testing. They're not doing the testing themselves. And they test every single batch just to make sure that the oils contain the powerful benefits without any of the harmful side effects that you may see in some of the other essential oils that are on like your store shelves. Ultimately, you're really going to get side benefits from the oils. They're totally transparent with their CPTG quality reports. Like, you can go on to the doTERRA website and look it up. And they put barcodes on the bottom of all of their bottles. Kind of hard to see, but it's there. And you can go to sourcetoyou.com and go check out exactly what the testing report showed for this bottle. You know, doTERRA is the largest and most successful MLM in America. And that being said, no other company can financially do what the type of testing that doTERRA does. They set the bar in an industry that didn't have a bar to begin with. You know, doTERRA is really committed to bridging that gap, like Jenna was talking about, between healthcare and science with essential oils. So this ultimately means that it's all science-backed essential oils that practices integrative healthcare. I cannot talk tonight. I think I need to like sniff my peppermint right now. So I'm going to tell you 3 ways that you can use essential oils. They're super simple, real easy. So the first way is aromatically. So if you don't have a diffuser, I have one right here, but these diffusers are great for your home. I have them all around the house, the living room, kids' bedrooms, everything. So when you diffuse essential oils, it's going to clean all the pathogens in the air. It's going to help to open up airways. It's going to affect your mood. And it's going to replace your synthetic fragrances like candles, air fresheners, perfume, like those Glade plugins that you may have around your house that are not good for you. So you just fill it up with some water. It doesn't have to be purified water. It could just be sink water. And you fill it up. Typically, diffusers have like a little level inside, so you fill it up to the red dot. And then just put as many essential oils, like however many drops that you want. Anywhere from like 5 or 6. I like to put a lot, so I usually put like around 16 or so. But because it replaces a lot of like our synthetic fragrances in our house. So I like it to be pretty potent. Another way that you can use them is topically. So and aromatically, by the way, you can just smell it straight from the bottle too, just like this, which is really good. I suffer from asthma, so the breathe oil, one thing I found that you could do is really cool. Instead of using an inhaler, you put a drop in your hand, go like this, you make like a circle like this, and you just breathe it right in, and you like feel it permeate like all down into your lungs, and it just opens up your airways like no other. It's the best. Just rub it in your hands, rub the excess on your chest, you're good to go. So that brings me to topically. So oils can go anywhere on your feet, spine, back of the neck, all your pulse points. I like to use like these little roller bottles, and I do like some oils in here, and then I'll kind of rub it on either myself or the kids. Your big toe is the biggest, one of the best places to put it on. I absolutely love putting it there because it really targets a lot of it's one of your biggest pulse points in your body. So when you use it topically, it's going to give you overall body support and targeted support. Some ways that you can do it too is you just dilute it in a carrier oil. So anything like fractionated coconut oil, almond oil, you can even use grapeseed oil. I tend to use MCT oil, which is just like fractionated coconut oil, to dilute it. You can even use like jojoba oil if you're using it for your face or vitamin E. Some oils you can actually just put on meat, like how I did with the Breathe. Frankincense is one of those, lavender, but some oils are hot oils. So like oregano, for instance, that's a hot oil. So you don't want to put that directly on your skin. And if you do accidentally get it directly on your skin, don't put water on it because the water is going to drive it in a lot faster. So go ahead and grab some coconut oil or whatever kind of carrier oil that you have on hand, and that'll take it down a notch. And when you're working with like babies or the elderly, you want to dilute it a little bit more. You don't want to use the oils necessarily neat on them. You want to make sure to dilute it. Another great way to use the oils is in the bathtub. So I add it to some Epsom salts and some baking soda, and I either throw it into the bath for myself when I actually have that kind of time, but more frequently I use it on the kids when they take their baths. They actually have a lot of fun putting the oils in, mixing it all up, and then tossing it into the tub. If in the event like you're having some like muscle aches or back pain or anything like that, our deep blue oil, you could just put it directly on the skin and then jump in the shower, because that you do want the oils to drive in deeper and faster. And so the hot water will do that for you. Another way to use oils is internally. I love to take frankincense and stick it on my tongue. Stick it on my finger. Today's been a day. And then just stick my thumb on the roof of my mouth. Like that. And that's a great way to get rid of headaches. When you take them internally, it's going to help to detox your body. It's going to give you overall cellular support. Healing from the inside out. 1 to 2 drops really have a huge effect. So for instance, I put 1 to 2 drops in my water of grapefruit and lemon every single day. So every time I fill this up, grapefruit and lemon. Jason likes grapefruit and lime, and I really like that one too. And when we make cocktails, we put lime in it, and it tastes great. So the one way you know that you can take oils internally is that if it has the supplemental fact information on the back of the bottle. Always make sure it has that, because some of the oils don't have that, and those are the ones that you cannot take internally. Another way is to veggie caps. So they're these. Let me get one out. And you open up the cap, and you can put anywhere from like 2 to 4 drops of any particular oil that you want to take internally that is safe to use internally, and then you can take it that way. So we make like flume bombs, or you could do a couple drops of copaiba every day and take it internally that way if you don't like to put it underneath your tongue or the roof of your mouth. But just breathing it in sometimes, like peppermint, that's our replacement for gum. Like I just put a drop underneath my tongue and good to go. But one of the best ways to take the oils internally is with our LLV, the Lifelong Vitality Pack, just because it has the vitamins and the minerals, omegas, antioxidants, and the cellular support that your body needs and uses all the time. I'll let Jenna kind of briefly talk about that real quick, but it's doTERRA's #1 selling product. Like she said, it's the best. But I'll let Jenna kind of speak to that.
Yes, awesome. So we are going to move into, let's see, the top 10 oils, you guys. Oh my gosh, the vitamins are life-changing. Can I get a raise of hands on how many people's life has been changed by the LLV? It is their top selling product, like Janette says, and they literally, well, that's why I'm here. I told you guys. And we have actually the most amount of testimonies on the LLV, bar none. I mean, it's just, they are completely life-changing. So I'm going to share my screen actually. Why do I have this problem every single week? Okay. Let's see. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay, awesome. Can you guys see this? I'm just gonna zip through. Okay, awesome. I'm gonna zip through the top 10 oils because I wanna be mindful of everybody's time. So typically when you get started with doTERRA, how it works is we offer wholesale memberships, and it kind of works like an Amazon account or a Costco account. And the best way to get started is with one of our enrollment kits, and that is going to waive the membership fee of $35. Now you can absolutely do a custom kit, but the most common are getting one of our enrollment kits that waives that fee. And typically you want to get started with the top 10 oils. These are going to set you up for success. There is so much you can do. There's almost nothing you can't do with these top 10 oils. And literally, if you were never wanted to buy another oil again, you could really just handle every ailment with these top 10. So I like to just zip through them really quickly. For things like, headaches, energy, cooling, oral health, cravings, reduces allergies. Peppermint is going to be awesome for all these things. My husband actually likes to put it in his water when he's working out. It keeps his internal body temperature cool, keeps your mouth fresh, because we all know we get cotton mouth when we work out. Well, I don't personally know that because it's been a while, but anyways, lemon is a gentle detoxer, which is just so important. We have to be gently detoxing our body all the time. It's so important. This is a really good cleaner, a really good Gooby Gone. I can attest to that personally. We go through a lot of lemon. Sore throat, cough, it's a mood uplifter. It really boosts your cognitive alertness. This is going to be awesome for that. Citrus oils are going to be awesome for this. Allergies, respiratory, it's in the allergy blend along with peppermint. Lavender, all things sleep, relaxation, reduces stress, anxiety. This is a great skin oil, anti-aging, sunburn, rash, bites. I mean, just lavender on everything. Teeth grinding, this is in my baby's teething blend. This is great for any kind of, owies. This is in our boo-boo blend for sure, along with melaleuca or tea tree. This is going to be in all my skin blends, in my owie blends, acne, blemishes, fungus, eczema, cuts, scrapes, candida, dandruff, lice, really good in the hair. I have like a little hair a healthy hairspray that I spray on my, not a hairspray like a sticky hairspray, but a healthy hair spritz, what else do you call it, that I spray on my scalp to just keep my hair healthy, and it actually aids in growing. This is from the LLV. I used to wear extensions every day of my life, and for the first time ever, I don't. So it's amazing. It's from the vitamins. And probably my little oil spritz too. Oregano is going to be your antiviral, antibacterial. This is your antibiotic, nature's antibiotic. Anytime you're feeling anything, this is, like Sahara was saying, this actually penetrates the cell to get to the virus, which is located inside the cell. Bacteria is on the outside of the cell. And natural or regular antibiotics from the doctor don't penetrate, but oregano does. So that you're gonna want to have that on hand. Warts, skin tags, we have a ton of testimonies for that. So this one's all awesome. It's a hot oil. You do want to dilute it extra. I love it in cooking. Also, I use it a ton. I'm like the only one in doTERRA that loves the smell of oregano. I'll just open the bottle and smell it because I love it so much. Frankincense, the king of all oils. This one, like Janette was saying, I put a drop under my tongue every single day. Everybody should have this every single day. This, when in doubt, frank it out. You could literally use this for absolutely anything. Its biggest things are anti-inflammatory. This is going to be what you want to use to prevent or support, cancer treatment, anti-aging, wrinkles. This is in all of my skin blends as well. My owie blends, really good for anxiety, stress. It promotes peace and relaxation, cellular health and immunity. This is number one. And this is also really great for memory and concentration. On Guard, my husband's favorite. This was his gateway oil for sure. Kills germs, enhances immunity. So this is the great thing. See, I love to get off on tangent. I can't do that right now, but kills germs while enhancing your immunity. Okay, nothing else does that. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Autoimmune support. You get well faster, or you don't even get sick at all. Natural hand sanitizer. This is all we use. Really, really, really good to promote good oral health. They have a toothpaste, they have mouthwash. We use it all, and it's been by far the best thing we've ever used for our teeth. Breathe oil. This one is amazing. Like Janette was saying, opens up airways, clears sinuses, gives you restful sleep. Even if you don't have anything going on, this is just such a good sleep oil for respiratory support, relaxation, for stress. Really awesome. Digestin. This has been a game changer in so many households. Like seriously. Yeah, exactly. You make a roller of it, or doTERRA actually sells a pre-diluted roller. You just roll that inside your belly button for anything. If you can't go to the bathroom, if you're going too much to the bathroom, if you ate too much, if you're nauseous, if you're in the car and you're car sick, morning sickness, whatever the case may be, this stuff is so amazing. And then we have our deep blue. This usually gets the guys on board with doTERRA, but this is like by far the best for muscles. Think like Icy Hot and things like that, but this is again all natural, and it's actually going to penetrate and get down to the root cause of the pain, not just like numbing and cooling and warming your skin basically. So this is going to get down in there. It's anti-inflammatory, reduces the muscle pain, great for joint pain, arthritis, restless legs. I used to get restless legs when I was pregnant, and I used Deep Blue on my legs. It was like heavenly. Tension, headaches. This one is also a really good one. Like Janette was saying, hop in the shower or in a bath after applying it, and it's going to drive those oils in deeper if you're like really in pain. It's amazing. So I like to just touch on the top 10 oils, and then I'm going to show you guys really quickly the kit options. I won't show you all the kit options, but just to give you like a little sneak peek, and then you're going to want to talk with the person that invited you on this call and have your 3 top concerns or ailments or areas that you want to work on. And that way you guys can narrow down the specific kit that's going to suit your needs and fit in your budget and all that kind of stuff. So just to give you an idea, this is our most popular kit. It's the Healthy Start Kit. You get those top 10 oils, and you get one of our diffusers, the Brevi. I love this little guy. It's awesome. Fill it up, put your oils, you're good to go. Aromatically is just one of the best and most effective ways to use oils, think about how quickly, see, I get off on tangents, but I love it. How quickly when you go and have a procedure done or like a tooth pulled or something, and they give you that mask and they tell you to count and you get to 3 and you're out, right? That's how quickly things work. That's how quickly that olfactory nerve sends the signal and does what it's supposed to do. So if you're having anxiety, if you're having stress, if you're having allergies, you just smell these oils and in 22 seconds, you're getting a response. So you guys, they are life-changing. I'm not exaggerating. They have been the best thing that's ever happened to me. I mean, my husband and my kids are up there too, but I love my oils. Next is going to be, this is the one I personally sell the most of because I'm so passionate about the vitamins. This is our Healthy Habits Kit. You get all the vitamins. You get the deep blue rub. Just go ahead and hand it to your husband. And you're going to get the top 5 oils just to get you started. But this one is a really good kit. And then we have some other ones too. This is also a really good kit, the Healthy Essentials Kit. You get the bigger diffuser. Again, the top 10 oils, although this one is changed up, 3 of the oils are changed up just a little bit. This one's going to be the top 10, but more for emotional support. You're going to get Adaptive, which is our proprietary calming blend. This one is something special. It was added to the collection last year and people have gone bonkers over it. Also, it has Balance, which is just my favorite oil in the entire world. And it does just that, very grounding, balancing. And then Copaiba here, which is our CBD of essential oils. So you put Adaptive and Balance and Copaiba together in the diffuser or in a roller bottle and hello, your life is better. So we also have some other kits, which you can go over with the person that will be your oil person. And then I also wanted to say that we have a special, we only have, I don't know what day it is. I never know what day it is, but I think like 2 or 3 days left in the month. And you do have an opportunity that we can throw in between 100 and 300 PV. You get a free Citrus Bliss. And then if you want to go with one of our bigger kits to really kind of redo your medicine cabinet at home and just go all in, we can get you a Citrus Bliss and an Adaptive. So, and actually the 2 of these together are quite something also. So those are our kits. And
Jenna, can you share the 2 kits for this month too? Because they're awesome.
Yes, I can. Right here. Oh my gosh. Thank you. So doTERRA likes to surprise us from time to time, and they've actually thrown in a couple of new kits, which I don't know that they've ever done this, but they're really feeling the response that we've had from this whole, situation that we're all in right now. And people have been turning to oils and wanting natural options more than ever. I think we had the highest sales in doTERRA history last month. So it was pretty incredible. And so they added these 2, like kind of more specific to the kind of times we're having right now, which is their Protect kit, which is kind of more like I don't want to use the word sanitizing, but along those lines, you're going to get the On Guard hand sanitizer, you're going to get the On Guard itself, tea tree, purify, bergamot. I mean, very, well, they call it the Protect kit. So very protecting, right? And then the Respond kit, these are going to be Adaptive, Copaiba, frankincense, lavender, and then Breathe lavender and lemon. So Breathe lavender and lemon. No, I'm sorry. Breathe, lemon, and peppermint are going to be very like respiratory, allergy, that kind of support. And then these other Adaptive, Copaiba, frankincense, lavender are going to be stress and sleep. Because who's not stressed and needs better sleep? I mean, am I right? Like just everyone, right? So these, and the best thing is the price point on these, and they do waive the enrollment fee. So out the door, this is what they are. And both of these actually qualify for the Citrus Bliss oil also. So add a little Citrus Bliss to either one of these. And these are the most awesome options. I kind of forgot about them, Janette. Oh my God.
I just like that it's
I love
less expensive to get it this way than trying to piece it all together individually.
And
I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, and the way that they bundled it, they also discounted the oils 10%. So you're getting a discount on the oils and it's waiving the enrollment fee, which is giving you your doTERRA membership for the year where you can order anything else you want at the wholesale price. And you get all of access to all of our resources, our Facebook community with over 4,000 people. That's what I always forget to show. And I don't know if I can do it fast enough, but just why not since we're here. This is our biggest resource for our group, for our oil community. And this is now different here. You can literally type in anything you want. It could be 3 in the morning and your baby could be awake and maybe he has a fever or something like that. And you want to use your oils. You have nothing else to use, right? It's the middle of the night. It's not like you can run to Walgreens or anything. And you can literally go on this, on our website here, on our Facebook group, and you can type in the search, if you can find the search on your Facebook, if you know how to work Facebook better than me.
Go up a little bit.
It's not this one.
It's right there on the right-hand side next to files.
Oh, it's because my camera thing is covering it. Does my Facebook look different than yours? What is this? It's like different. But you can type in fever and you're going to get all the posts that have ever talked about fevers. And you're going to get like 21 comments, 38 comments, 20 comments. You're going to get protocols. You're going to see the oil, what oils to use. And this is far better than Googling or looking at a book where you're kind of getting like a very narrow, you know, result. You're here. I mean, 4,000, not just 4,000, I mean, let's be honest, moms, right? But families, they're talking about all the ailments in the home and everything. I use our Facebook group. It's just amazing. And it's something we're really proud of in our group. So you get access to that. It is a private community for our customers only. You get access to that. I love putting in our lifelong vitality pack, our vitamins, because literally, I mean, we have ebooks, we have webinars, we have videos, we have everything. I mean, it's incredible. This 89 comments, 47 comments, videos, right? Dr. Axe loves our vitamins, so he's on here. I mean, 52 comments. So you will not know how to use your oils for sure. So this is something that I do like to show. And so yes, so this is how you get started with doTERRA. I hope this was helpful. The top 10 oils we kind of zip through. Of course, there are others, but that's a good place to start so you're not overwhelmed. And then if you want to join our addiction to oils and order more, you absolutely can, but there's never any pressure. You don't have to order monthly. You don't have to sell or anything like that. Although I do like to kind of say this, doTERRA isn't, our culture isn't a recruiting type business. We don't try to pressure people into doing the business side of things at all. In fact, I was kind of shocked when I had decided to do the business myself. I had sold my business. I was kind of taking some 6 months off, and then I was trying to figure out what my next plan in life was. I had no plan, and my story happened, which I shared with you, and I just really kind of saw this as a possibility. And when I texted my friend that I got started with 5 years ago, she responded, she was like, "Oh my God, I've been waiting for you. I knew that you were going to do this business with me one day." And I was kind of like, "How come you never said anything? Like, okay, weirdo, like, what do you mean? You didn't like mention it?" And she's like, "No, we don't do that. Like, if it's in your heart, like, I knew it would come to you." And I was like, "You should have said something." I totally probably would have jumped on it like how many years ago, but everything happens for a reason. But I just like to tell people that there is an amazing opportunity here. doTERRA is a different kind of MLM. I know there's a whole stigma about MLMs. Trust me, I've done them. They suck. I totally get it. they are, what I've learned is they are not all created equal at all. And I do have a business background, and I was very impressed by their business model. And I'm here, and it's been the biggest blessing, and I'm super passionate about it. And in a time like this right now, where so many people have lost their jobs and so many people are now like coming to a realization, like, I can't have all my eggs in one basket. Like, I need to kind of diversify, right? People are looking into things like this. And so we do have a really good business video that answers every question, and we would love to chat with you. Even if you just want to like look and see what it is, there's absolutely no pressure. But I do like to tell people that there is a special opportunity here, and we are a very special team, and we're a little family and community in ourselves, and we have all the resources. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. And so I just like to let people know that the opportunity exists, and leave it up to you. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I get so like giddy over these classes. I used to get really nervous, but now like they really just fulfill me. So I'm really, really happy to be sharing essential oils with you guys. So if you have any questions, reach out to the person that invited you onto this call. If that is me, you can text me. I have my phone right here. And let me see if there's anybody in the chat that I missed. Digestin is awesome for heartburn, acid reflux. Roll it right where it hurts. It is amazing. Yes, stomach aches. What happened to Facebook? I know. Is that just me? I did do something. I added like something the other day to try to like clean up the garbage, and it like changed. I don't know. I need to get used to it. I don't spend enough time on it. You love lemon. Yes. Awesome. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. And for the team, you guys can go ahead and hop over to the other link, and I'll meet you over there.
Jenna, did you send out